Welcome to the Chelsea Fans channel. I'm joined by Charlie the Hurricane Skillen from the Mail Online, and we're going to do a fans Q&A. So thank you all so much for getting your questions in on the previous video, and if you want to have your question answered next week, comment below right now. I'm going to start with Bobby Ryan's question. Bobby, thank you so much for your question. Bobby wants to know who is going to be Chelsea's next captain.
I think, given the service he's given this season, I think it'll be Gary Cahill. The only question remains whether Cahill will actually be in the starting 11. A lot of people think he shouldn't be. I think that's possibly a little harsh. We're certainly going to sign other players.
Well, this is it. If we sign someone else, if we sign a centre-half, for me, Cahill's the one. So you don't drop Azpilicueta, and David Luiz is infallible. So,
well, I mean, you mentioned David Luiz. Personally, that's who I pick. You notice Azpilicueta was captain. I think was it the Watford game when he was captain?
Yes.
Cahill didn't play. So maybe that's a hint for things ahead. The other person that's put his hat in the ring is Eden Hazard. He said that he wants to be Chelsea's new John Terry. Now,
Hazard is an incredible player, and I voted for him to be Player of the Year this year.
Yeah, so did I.
But I don't think he's necessarily a captain.
Well, I don't think he needs the burden. There's too much burden on him anyway, in terms of attacking and making things happen. So I don't know.
Who do you think should be our next captain? I actually don't know.
I haven't got a clue.
It's a great question there from Bobby. Because
can it just still be Terry, even though he's gone?
Yeah, I can't.
Or like Dennis Wise?
I don't know. I really do. I mean, I can see the attributes of any of the three centre halves. Yeah. I think they would all have. You can make a case for all of them. I think you can certainly make a case for Cesc Fabregas if he starts.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't, does he?
No, but a new system that perhaps could involve Bakayoko, which will be one of our next questions.
Lovely.
A midfield into, and then equally it could be somebody like Hazard. There have been examples of. I mean, David Beckham is the obvious one. He was given a captain's armband, and he really did raise his game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I don't know. Comment below. Let us know your thoughts, because I actually don't know. Sorry, boy.
What it does say is what a huge gap John Terry leaves.
Yes.
I mean, not that we felt it on the pitch, but in terms of the personality and the leadership of the club. Yes. That's such huge boots to fit, isn't it?
Yes, it really is. Our next question is from CFC Mumbai. Thank you so much for your question. Will you please tell us who you think... You're not so funny there.
Nothing, go on.
Who do you think... or do you think that Ibrahima Bakayoko will be a Chelsea player at the start of next season?
Yes, I do. Yeah, 100%. I say 100% like it's definitely going to happen. 100% I think that. Yeah, look, talk to already opening, that poor Monaco team's getting ripped to bits. Yeah. They're bringing through a lot of young players, which is good for them. But yeah, I can't see a way that doesn't happen as it stands. I mean, you've got... You make me laugh now for no reason. You've got a player who wants to move. Chelsea want him. Conte has already earmarked him as a favourite, and you've got a squad area which we need depth.
Yes,
we 100% need depth. I don't think Fabregas is going to be at Chelsea.
Can you see it being a three? Could you see a Bakayoko, Kante doing the donkey work, for want of a better word, and Fabregas pulling the strings, being his mercurial best?
Dream world, yes, I absolutely can, but that sort of necessitates a massive change in formation away from what we've seen be so successful. So I'd love that to be an option, but yeah, to answer the original question, yes, I think Bakayoko will be at Chelsea.
Oh, fantastic. The next question is, what young players do you think are going to break through?
Well, if Christensen counts, certainly Christensen. I think Christensen will definitely be a member of the first team squad next year. I'd love to see Nathan Ake remain at Chelsea. And the best I can hope for, really, is that Chalobah continues his very, very good season when he's come on, and Ruben Loftus-Cheek as well. I think Loftus-Cheek is a candidate for a Premier League loan move. I think he's at the stage where he's desperate for game time. Yeah. I think he's a little bit behind Chalobah in terms of that. I'd like to see Chalobah in and around the first team squad, as he has been very good this season. The only one that hasn't played very much. Well, the only one that I can see that wasn't in the squad this season is Tammy Abraham. But I think it's much more likely that he goes on loan, and I think that will actually be Brighton.
You think he'll go on loan to Brighton?
I do. I don't possibly not first choice for them, but it's between them and Newcastle. and I think it'd be a great step in his progression. He ripped up the Championship last year, and
you can see Chris Hughton doing good things with him.
Exactly, and Chris Hughton and Emanalo are huge pals as well.
Oh, are they really?
Weird, but yeah, they are. He ripped up the Championship last season, so it'd be great to see him get a chance in the Premier League. In terms of playing for Chelsea, I'm not sure we see any new ones beyond Christensen.
Christensen's the one though, isn't he?
Yeah,
we've been talking about this for a couple of years now, saying that we need to get him back off his loan deal.
I think,
didn't Woodrow and Gladbach break their neck to try and sign him permanently as well?
They've been chewing our ear off trying to get him to sign. But I think people slag off the youth system so much, and it's like, well, hang on, Chelsea are operating at the very, very top level of the game, or at least aspire to be doing so anyway.
I think it's what it does it's what the youth system does for the club, though. Didn't we just sell Christian Atsu for about £6.5 million?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's bringing in revenue for the club.
We sold Bamford for 10 million.
Yeah,
and he's shit. No, but you know what I mean. Obviously that's not true. But he didn't score for Middlesbrough and hasn't scored.
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything in the Premier League. It's about. It takes longer than is traditional.
Yes.
We've seen Chalobah come back after years on loan.
Yeah.
We see, and I think you're going to see Christensen come